He served in local government. He's been a state legislator, and he has now been appointed as the next commissioner of the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets, Darrel Aubertine. So Darrel, please come up and let's give him a warm welcome.
Thank you, David, and it's certainly a pleasure to be here with all of you on this day when we recognize for sure no farms, no food. And really, you know, as a former legislator, I would just like to say and recognize that David and I have had a bit of a history over the past 8 years or so, as I was in the Assembly and in the Senate. But all too often, I know that when groups and organizations come to Albany, they feel, geez, you know, did these guys, you know, are they hearing us? Do they understand, you know, what it is we're promoting? The fact that you're here, and the fact that you all have taken time out of your day, out of your busy schedules to come here and promote what I and surely all of us in this room agree on, no farms, no food. The decision makers here in New York State, make no mistake, when you show up in mass and in the way that you all have conducted yourselves in the past, they most certainly do hear what you have to say and hear the concerns that you have. Now, in my new capacity as acting commissioner and hopefully commissioner here soon, you know, I certainly have the opportunity to work with the farm community. I've been involved and still am involved in production agriculture myself. But to work with organizations like the American Farmland Trust and with people like David and with, you know, Scenic Hudson and all the other organizations that are out there promoting the preservation of farmland and farms themselves and open space here in New York State. Without that kind of effort and that kind of endeavor, we cannot sustain what we have. And you picking up the mantra and carrying that message forward is important. And make no mistake, we are not going to have economic development. We're not going to have economic revitalization in the rural areas of the state and subsequently the state as a whole without factoring in agriculture and the preservation of agriculture. There's just no question about it. And this governor, this administration, to their credit, have recognized, unlike, and again, without casting stones or aspersions on any other administration, but this administration really and truly has recognized the role that agriculture will play in the economic revitalization and development of this state. There is no question. We have a very real link between the Department of Ag and Markets and Empire State Development now. With former Commissioner Hooker is that tangible, real link between our agency, Ag and Markets, and economic development as we go forward. So now we in agriculture, and those of us concerned with open space here in New York State, have a seat at the table as New York State moves forward looking at economic development. That is key. That is something that has not happened before. And you know, thanks to this administration and all of you for carrying that message in organizations like the Farmland Trust, we are moving forward. So I just want to, you know, welcome, congratulate, and thank all of you for, you know, standing up, taking a position, and recognizing how important agriculture is to all of us here in New York State. There's no question, if you eat, you are involved in agriculture, and it couldn't be said any better than no farms, no food. So again, I just want to thank all of you, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. So thank you.